Well, hello, friends. Welcome, 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 welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is Cheryl, and I so appreciate you being here. Whether this is your first time or you've been here before, I thank you for tuning in. I am working in my digital planner. This is GoodNotes 6. I have designed this planner in Adobe XD. I'm using my iPad 11-inch with the M4 chip and my Apple Pencil Pro. And I'm working in the month of July. So grab your water, your juice, your coffee, your tea, and most of all, grab your planner. And let's go ahead and get started. So here we are. This is the week of July 21st. And I decided to use shapes this week. And let's see, make sure I've got um, my lasso tool. I've got the images turned on. And so make sure that I can select a shape. And these are all the same size shapes. These two, excuse me, what I did, I'm going to show you is this is a half a shape. So hopefully I can select one. Let's see if we can grab this one. So I'm going to duplicate this one and copy it, and I'm going to paste it. Let's see if it'll let me paste it. Copy, and let's see we can find a spot to paste it. What about here? Paste and match style. I'm going to use that. Okay, so this is how I created these two half shapes. So what I did, hopefully this will work, is I don't want to cut it. I want to make sure I have this selected, and I'm going to turn on pictures and see these up and down arrows on the sides. Is what I did is I brought this down. Well, let's see. Let's get the crop tool. Let's first things first. Okay, so we got the crop tool, and what we're going to do is just going to bring this down like that. Okay, so that's done like that, and so we have a half of a, I'm not sure what this shape is called. Let's see, hexagon, octagon, whatever it is. It's one, two, three, four, five, six-sided shape. So can't remember what this one is called, but the six-sided shape. And so there it is. And then what I did, see this one here is like that. So I put that one there, different color. And then I brought this one down, and then I just turned it around, and I tried to make sure that it was the same size. And so the next thing I did was I sent it to the back so that it would be behind the clip art there. And then I just used my weekday elements and just kind of made a different shape. Now, this is what it. So it's a week like this. Hopefully, I got one left, but nope, I got them all used. So what I did was a week like this is last week. So what I did was I took my lasso tool and I just found a little white space like that. And of course, I'm filming this, and so it doesn't want to do what I want it to do. So the camera came up, and then I copied it, and then I pasted it. Paste, come on, paste. Then I pasted it. And then what I did was I just covered all of this up. This whole section here. I covered it all up like that. And then make sure that everything was covered up. Okay, so everything was covered up, and then I brought in my shapes. And so you can't see anything behind there. And then I just brought my weekday elements in. I made sure that the white, you can see if I can there it is. Okay, so there is the white shape that I put behind there, so that you only thing you could see is the shape elements. And then I just brought them in one at a time, and I placed them, and I made sure that they were all pretty much the same size and different colors. And so, like I showed you how I made them in half using the crop tool. So just make sure that the crop tool was there, and then I just cropped them. Okay, so that's what I did. And then these are the weekday elements. And then if you've been here before, you've seen these numbers. I got these from a YouTuber. So I went on her website and I got these. And this is I got this from her website. So I like using that and supporting other creatives. But a lot of times I like creating my own elements as well. I do have an Adobe subscription, so I download elements from that as well. So this is Adobe, I think this is either Adobe or one of the ones that I purchased. So, and then this one here, the the floral part is Adobe, but the wording is, I did that in Photoshop. And on the calendar, this is sterling ink. And as I've mentioned in previous videos, you can go on the website Sterling Ink and you can request monthly freebies. And so I just cropped that and added that in there as well. Let's see, do I have that one there I can show you? This, I think this is it here. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna bring it. So this is for next month. So what I would do with this is I will crop this as well. Same thing, using that same crop tool. Okay, and these are both the same. So I will crop it so that I would only have one. Okay, so I'm click done. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, and then I'm going to go over, let's go over to August. Let's see if I can place that in August if I haven't already. I did already. So I will put that one that I just did, I will put it here. Okay. And I'm going to have to resize it. For some reason, it didn't keep the crop. So let's see if we can crop it. Okay, there we go. Crop it. Okay, so there we go. All right, we got that there. And so what, and that's actually almost the right size. How about that? So I think it needs to go over a little bit more. Let's see, we can squish it there. Now we've got that there. Okay, so then when I get ready to start my October, I don't know, I'm all ahead of schedule. My August monthly and weekly plan, I have it already. I've already started working on my goals there. So, all right, so that's pretty much, so that's that week. And so I thought I would finish out the month with more shapes. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of start on this and get some dates in here. And I need to make this a little bit bigger. And I'm just going to kind of, let's see, I'm going to use the typewriter text. So I'm going to make this bigger so I can see, make sure that I have everything lined up. Okay, so it's okay if that is covered up a little bit. Okay, and so get my lasso tool, get these moved around. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that like I want to. I might have to do this. Let's see if we can get these. For some reason they're grouped. And I don't know why. I don't want them all grouped. So I may have to, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this out of the way like that. And this way I can get them separated. Okay, and then I'm going to move this here, and then I'll put that shape back in place in a minute. And I think I do them individually, and I think that one there. So let's get you, yeah, okay. So we got that one there. Okay, so we get you. The thing is, if I turn off shapes, then I won't be able to move these around either. So I just have to use my lasso and make sure that I just get this, but it doesn't want to cooperate. So I might have to, let's see if I can, it does, I'm going to leave that there for now. Okay, and then I'm going to grab this one, and then I'm going to grab this one, grab you, and I'm going to put you over there. Okay, all right, I need one more. Do I have one more? No, I think I only have 6 shapes for some reason. Let's see. Where can I put you guys? Put you up here. And I know I'm not going to be able to get you without getting that. So this is, I don't know why it is doing that again. Okay, I'll get you out of the way. That's what I would get for trying to pre-plan and get everything all situated. So see if I can. So okay, so I think I got it now. So I'm gonna put you there. Then I'm gonna put you here. Get y'all back in place. Okay. All right. I think I got them. And I'm not going to worry that they're not lined up. I might have to do that off camera. So I'll put you back here. And I know these are not going to be lined up. So again, I'm going to have to do these off camera. Okay, I got you there. Okay, can I get this one? And I'm going to put you here. And I'm going to send back. Nope, because that's a white. I covered something up there. Okay, then I can send, let's try this. And I'm going to send you to the back. There, that's what I want. Okay. All right, so now I need to grab some weekdays. And I'm going to open up my file folder. Hopefully it's there. Okay, so I got some numbers and weekdays and numbers. Okay, do I have enough of the arches? Okay, sometimes you just have to go with it. Okay, and I'm not going to resize these. However they land on here is how they're going to be on there. And I'm going to mess with it another day. Okay, so that's Monday. That's Saturday. Where's Tuesday? Okay, Tuesday is here. Okay, let's get you over here. Okay, that's there. And then where's Wednesday? Wednesday is here. And you may not be able to see that there because it's the same color as the shape. Okay, but I'm not going to worry about that one either. Okay, so we got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Thursday is here. Okay, and Thursday you're not going to be able to see that one much either because it too is the same color as the shape. Okay, and let's see, Thursday, Friday. Friday's up here, if I know my alphabets. Monday, well, maybe not. Do I have Friday? Okay, I'm not seeing Friday. For some reason, there's no Friday. Okay, let's see. Do I not have any Fridays? Maybe not. Well, let's use this one. Let's use you. Okay, and let's see. Which one? We got Thursday. Do we have a Thursday? Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this Thursday over here. We'll have two of them. Okay, we'll have two. Okay, so that's Thursday. And let's see, we got Wednesday also. So we need to get Wednesday. And I guess I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board. There's no Wednesday. Oh, there it is. Okay, can't see for looking. Okay. And let's get you lined up over here. Okay, and then I'm going to do the weekend over here. I may have to, I think we might be able to see that. We got the weekend. Can we see it? Okay, that's great. Okay, so we got the weekend. We got all the days of the week on there. I've got some that are arching and some that are not. Okay, so we got the weekend. And so let's get some numbers on here. And so let's grab our type tool, and we're working on the 28th through the 31st. Okay, so let's do typewriter, American typewriter. Okay, and so I'm going to do 25. And then I'm going to do, I don't want that. And then I'm going to do, okay, let's try this again, 25. Okay, so I have the scribble turned on. And then I'm going to do, I want that to go away, but it wants to stay. Okay. All right, so then we want 26. 26. And I want typewriter. I want it to stay. Okay. All right, we'll figure you out. Okay, so, all right. So I need to bring this down just a little bit. Okay, and I need to bring you down a little bit. For some reason that's not. Okay. All right. So let's get you changed. I don't know what happened there. Okay, I don't know. I'm having technical difficulties. Okay, and let's do this one. See if we can go back to where we were. Okay. All right. So we're gonna make this bigger so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, and we want typewriter. Okay. So that's how we would do that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab these with the lasso tool and get them inside here. And I probably want to change this color. Let's change the color. Let's do that. Let's see if we can change the color. Let's go over here. Let's see, we might want to make it, what color? We need a light color. Let's do gray. Okay, not my favorite color, but we need something that's going to be able to be seen. Okay, and then grab my lasso. Okay, all right, so that actually is not bad. Okay, So we're going to change you to gray. And then that's it. Okay, get the lasso, move you over here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish numbering these off camera. But that's pretty much how I've set up the last 2 weeks, the month of July. So we're currently on the week of the 21st. I've started next week. I'm using shapes to finish out the month. And I'm going to be working on my daily routines. I call it the daily dozen. And making sure I get enough water, making sure that I take my medications and vitamins, healthy eating, exercising, getting a good night's sleep, and having a good mindset, helping others, smiling more, gratitude. Making sure that I'm thankful and grateful, minimal screen time, and learning something new. And I keep procrastinating about learning video editing, but I'm getting better. I've started. So hopefully before the end of the year, I will have met my goal of learning video editing. Making sure I get enough sleep. I talked about exercising, reading more, following my good skincare plan, no alcohol, being more creative, reducing my carbs, and I already talked about taking my medications and my vitamins. So sticking with the plan and being more creative. So that is it for this video. But before I go, I wanted to show you my new desk pad. And I absolutely love it. I ordered this from a friend. And I'm going to see if I can zoom out a little more so you can see a little bit more of it. And so I think she did a wonderful job. So her name is Stacy Zant. You can find her on YouTube and Instagram. And she is a wonderful creative. So, friends, that's all that I have for today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Until next time, ciao for now. Bye bye.